नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बेटियों। I'm JVN Professor Manju Sharma. Program name MA third sem. Subject name Curriculum Development and Comparative Education. Module name Scope and Stages of Comparative Education. University name Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today, I welcome to all in university class. Today, discussing about scope and stages of comparative education. Scope of comparative education, there are five perspectives that capture the scope of comparative education. There are the subject matter and content that covers the essential components of educational system such as structure, aims, content or curriculum, administration, financing, and teacher education. Generally speaking, the development process of comparative education can be divided into three stages: method reference period, factor analysis period, and social scientific method. Period history of education is therefore a study of the past and that focus on educational issues. These include education systems, institutions, theories, themes, and other related phenomena. History of education is of fundamental importance to a professional teacher. As stated on our website, global comparative education is the element that distinguishes semester and C from other studies about program. A broader comparative approach emphasizes the growing importance of international relationships and the importance of having a cross-cultural understanding for navigating objectives and scope that describes the educational system process or outcomes to assist in the development of educational institutions and practices to highlight the relationship between education and society to establish generalized statements about education that are valid more than one country. Horseman invented school and what is today the United States modern school system. Horse was born in 1796 in Manchester and became the Secretary of Education in Manchester, where he championed and organized and set curriculum of core knowledge of each student. By scope of education, we mean the range of educational operation in terms of various learning environments. The major focus of the study of knowledge or the mode of imparting education, the scope of educational operation is very broad. The scope of comparative education. There are five perspectives that capture the scope of comparative education. There are the subject matter and content. This covers the essential components of educational system, such as structure, aims, content or curriculum, administration, financing, teacher education, geographical units of study. These compromises international, regional, continental, and global or world system studies and analysis. Ideological scope, this compares countries' educational system on the basis of different political, social, and economic ideologies. For example, democratic communism, socialist, capitalist, free market, and mixed economics. Thematic scope. The scope focus on educational themes, topical issues or problems, and compares them within one or more going geographical units. For example, free primary and secondary education, universal primary education, education for all, and universal higher education. The historical or spatial scope. This deals with the study of the historical development of the discipline from the earliest phase known as the period of travelers tells to the modern phase known as the period of social science perspective. How does the study of comparative literature help to understand other cultures? In this context that asks how the topic is reflected in and influenced by literary texts, film and visual culture. They investigate how new media contribute to our understandings of cultural process and trace how broader systems of knowledge and power, such as law or policy, come to bear on them. Comparative and international education is about how comparative education has developed. Comparative education is as old as the custom of visiting countries other than one's own, says Fraser and Beckman. This means that comparative education formed a long time ago and has a long history of use many centuries ago. Comparative education is very useful in our school system today. The main reason for comparative education is from Knoll and Atkinson. They had five stages in the development of comparative education. The first stage was travelers. Stage two was travelers with a specific education focus, learning through examples, improving circumstances at home. Stage three was understanding of other nations, detailed accumulations of information, educational exchange. Stage four was the study of national character and its determinate role in shaping national system of education. Stage 5 was quantitative research explanation of educational phenomena. This session is powered by digital version 2.0. Have any query, write in comments box. Your we resolve your query. Thank you.